ऑल राइट, आगे चलते हैं अपन। हम थे पेज 9। करेक्ट। यू रिमेम्बर वन थिंग, जस्ट टू रिमाइंड यू कि मैं कोशिश करूंगा टू डू माय बेस्ट, लेकिन यू नो आई हैव माय लिमिटेशंस। वॉट एवर मिस्टेक्स आई मेक आर ऑल on me. The good knowledge actually comes from the teacher. So we've done the sutra number 1 or 2, sutra 1 and 2 we had done, and number 3 also, 3 and 4 we had done. Now let's move on. In sutra 5, master says, just by listening, you are evolving. I think about this. What exactly is he trying to tell us? So in my experience, even picking up the book and reading it, you know, last time we had done this experiment कि हमने crown chakra को scan किया था, spiritual cord को scan किया था. You remember this? We had done this experiment. So this is something that you can repeat. And you know, with that particular book, Existence of God is Self-Evident. So I hope you have done that experiment that I suggested. If you haven't, you must do it because you will know the power of the book. देखिए, ऐसे theoretically मैं आपको कुछ भी बोल सकता हूँ, but when you do it yourself, when you see the energy and how it changes, I think your respect for the book and your use and utilization of the book will change, right? And personally, I can tell you that sitting in master's sessions, I was fortunate to attend some of his sessions. It was, whether he spoke or not, if he just sat also, the aura in the room changed. So it was quite amazing. And Abhi, right now, I hope you are aware, globalpranichealing.com. On that website, every full moon, master's videos are made available for a few days, I think 5-6 days. You should not lose that opportunity. Every full moon, you must listen to master because it's, you know, listening to master directly is more powerful than anything else. Yeah. All right. Some people do not hear because they refuse to listen. The moment you try to evade a problem, progress stops. You know, this is a common human problem. Like, for example, parents don't want to listen to complaints about their children. And in doing so, they miss out on, you know, where they could have corrected the child. You know, to give you another slightly funny example, there is a person who's overweight, so goes to the doctor. The doctor says, you have to lose weight. And for that, I'm writing down, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this. You must exercise. Now that person doesn't want to follow all that. You see, what is master saying? You evade a problem, progress stops. So that person wants to evade the problem. So what does he do? He or she, they change the doctor. Go to some other doctor and tell that second doctor ki I left that doctor because he was asking me to exercise. So the second doctor gets the message. Okay, if I want this person as a patient, I better not insist on exercise. But you know who's suffering? And you know, there is a difference between listening and hearing. So I give you a term, active listening. Usually we think that listening is passive, but there is something called active listening. May I suggest write it down or just, you know, think about it and later on Google it and find out more about it. Yeah. Let's move on to Sutra number 7. Be patient and tolerant. Accept people as they are. You know, this is a very important thing because every person is unique, every person is different, every person, if you look at the spiritual path, everybody, you know, the spiritual path you can think of as a almost an infinite ladder, you know, CD. Bilkul Anant CD. Now you are at some stage. There are some people above you, there are some people below you. There may be some people on your level also. So everybody is at a different stage. Also, the speed at which everybody is comfortable progressing is also different. So it is important that we are patient and tolerant with people. We accept people as they are. Yeah. You must show mercy in order to receive mercy. Now, of course, at one level, it's very simple law of karma: as you give, so you will receive. But there is another part to this. Somewhere, I think in one of the Golden Lotus Sutras, Master says that the law of mercy, the law of forgiveness supersedes the law of karma. And one application of that he has given in the advanced book. If you see the cancer, the chapter on cancer, so there, there's a long discussion, and there Master says that the person who's suffering from cancer must practice mercy and forgiveness to a much higher level. Why? Because that person is suffering karma. And if he or she wants to neutralize that karma, they have to become extra, extra, extra merciful, extra, extra forgiving. Yeah. So, this is like one great principle Master has given. The law of mercy supersedes the law of karma. Now, each of us suffers from, the stick of karma to some extent or the other, right? Maybe you are so fortunate you don't have to, but I think the rest of us or most of us have to. So just keep this in mind. One secret Master has given to us is if we practice extreme mercy, extreme forgiveness, we can wipe out or neutralize a lot of karma. Yeah. So shall we go to the next page? Page 10. Immature souls behave immaturely because this is their nature. A baby behaves like a baby until he grows up. Let them be. Let's read the next one also. Let other people be where they are. Leave them alone. Do not try to change them too fast. Let them grow at their own pace. You remember just 2 sutras back, we talked about it. Everybody is different, everybody is unique. What did Master say? Be patient and tolerant. Accept people as they are. Because everybody is different. Now, most relationship problems come because we refuse to accept people as they are. We are always thinking, Arey, why is he like that? Why is he behaving like that? Why is he answering like that? Why is he thinking like that? But I told him to do this. Why is he not doing this? You see, so this is something that, if we insist on it, then we are like trying to dominate or forcibly change some person or try to control some person. Not advised. And at a higher level, if you see, being able to accept people as they are is very, very good for your own spiritual progress. Apart from, your life becomes easier because your relationships will get easier or better, smoother. Yeah. So I remember somebody in my family used to give the example when somebody said, "Why is he like that? I did good, but he's the other person would give this example." He said, "You put your finger in the electrical socket. What is going to happen? You're going to get a shock." Now, what is the problem? The problem is not the socket. The problem is that your expectation from the socket is incorrect. You think that because I am a good person or because I am telling the socket, please don't give me electrical shock, the socket will change. No, that at the moment the socket has this nature. So better you accept what that is and don't try to change it. I hope the example made sense. Okay, sutra number 3. As a disciple becomes more intelligent, he can easily see through the mistakes of others or may find others mentally slow. It is important to practice tolerance and patience. Yes. So, more or less, we are repeating what it was. But one point to note here, Master says, as a disciple becomes more intelligent. Now, many of us are on the Arhatic path. Do you think, would you agree that you have become more intelligent as you have progressed spiritually? Do you think your mind has become sharper? Yes, somebody would like to say yes or no. I mean, you can't say, but if you agree, would you like to put your hand up or say yes? No, you don't think that you've become smarter or more intelligent? All right, maybe it will happen. And another aspect of this, you remember we talked about it, that you have to, like Master has said, soul meditation, twin heart meditation, you have to balance. You cannot overdo the soul meditation. Same way, mental development. You do your mental development, but don't inflict it on other people. Shall we move on? Let's do the next two sutras. Do not be too hard on yourself, but consider how many mistakes do you make in a day or in a week's time. You do not have to be perfect, at least not in this incarnation. Now, I think these are very deep. May I suggest you think about them? At one aspect, Master is pointing to self-honesty, good self-esteem, knowing yourself, knowing what is good about you, not so good. What are your weaknesses? What are your strengths? Right? At another level, he is telling us that you see, evolution, you are evolving. The word is evolve, not revolutionize. I mean, so there are two words, evolution and revolution. On the spiritual path, what matters or what happens is evolution. The change is slow. There is a process. It takes time. We make mistakes. It involves mistakes. Because we start from a very, very low, level where our ability was very low, our qualities were undeveloped. And we will develop slowly. There are no shortcuts. But also, the thing to remember is, what is our goal? Eventually, the goal, whether in this lifetime, future lifetime, the goal is very clear. It is to seek perfection. Perfection. Perfection means no flaws, no mistakes, no weaknesses. Whether it will happen in this lifetime, future lifetimes, well, we need to have patience and keep pushing, keep trying. आगे चलें. We are now on this heading, loving kindness and non-injury. Life is like an echo. What you send out comes back to you many, many times. Practice loving kindness. You see, again, Master is reminding us of the law of karma. What you will do will come back to you. जैसा करेंगे वैसा ही फल पाएंगे. I think all of us understand the law of karma very well. Now here, why did he say practice loving kindness? Why did he not say practice generosity or practice industriousness or practice this or practice that? ऐसा क्यों? So I think we get a clue from the next sutra. Shall we move to page 13? Sutra number 1. Loving kindness is the basis behind all the other laws. So you see, now this is something to understand. Love and kindness are the most primary, most important human qualities and human needs. This is something within us. What happens is we cover it up with hardness and this and that and so on. Also, everybody wants to be loved. Can you think of anybody who says, oh, no, it's okay if people hate me? No, I don't think so. I don't think anybody is okay with that. It's a very basic human requirement that we all want to be loved. Yeah? Let's continue the next two sutras. To be smart is good, but you must also have a good heart. Practice tolerance, patience, and kindness in thought, speech, and action. Power without loving kindness manifests as cruelty. Power without intelligence manifests as stupidity. So I think at one level, it's obvious. One of the things Master is trying to tell us is that all the three aspects, what three aspects? We are beings of divine light, divine love, divine power. These three aspects within us need to be developed, but in a balanced way. So, Master in his lectures, he would often talk about Dattatreya. If you can write the word down and look it up, Dattatreya is a being with three heads. Anyway, highly advanced, highly evolved being. So the three heads represent the three qualities. And so the idea is there should be balance. Also, all the virtues need to be balanced. It's not only, this or that. Even the virtues need balance. I think we have talked about it earlier. And tolerance is required. Master says practice tolerance, patience, and kindness. All this is required again because, on page 10, Master talked about everybody is different. Everybody is different. सब फर्क है, सब भिन्न है. No two people are alike. So therefore, it is very, very important to be tolerant of others. You see, one level it is tolerance. Second level is acceptance. Third level, highest level is we treasure, we appreciate the diversity. It is nice that I am different and you are different. Because when we interact, we have something to contribute to each other. Just imagine how boring would it be if everybody in this world was identical, right? Okay, we have gone past our time. Shall we'll just give thanks. Lord God, thank you. Master Choa, thank you. All the great ones, Holy Gurus, Holy Master Saints, thank you. Thank you. Thank you in full faith, gratitude, respect, and love. Thank you. Thank you for continuing to bless us. Thank you. If there's anything